Data Vault 2.0 is based on an architecture that incorporates NoSQL and big data systems, can also do real-time data loads, would also handle unstructured data. As you notice that we started to hear these buzzwords as big data, NoSQL or real-time too much in the recent days. So first get an understanding what does really mean, and that brings us to the first question, what is big data? Recently, due to rise of computers, internet and technology, we are capable of capturing data from the world we live in. And we step into a digital age and we create massive amounts of data that keeps on growing exponentially over time. When we use social media, chatting platforms, mobile applications, online shopping, and etc., we could say we leave digital footprints for each action we do or wherever we go online. Beside of this, the amount of machine-generated data is rapidly growing too. From smartphones, smart home devices, sensors or IoT systems, today every 2 days we create as much as data as we did from the beginning of the time until 2000. By 2020, the amount of digital information available will have grown from the 5 zettabytes today to 50 zettabytes. And the amount of data we are creating continues to increase rapidly. The term big data is not only refers to collection of all these data which cannot be processed by traditional data management systems. It is also our ability how a company utilizes the collected data. Every company uses data in its own way. The more efficiently a company uses its data, the more potential it has to grow. But why big data is so important? Big data is a modern analytics trend that allows companies to make more data-driven decisions than ever before. Big data works on the principle that the more you know about anything or any situation, the more reliably you can gain new insights and make predictions about what will happen in the future. Until now, data was limited to spreadsheets or databases. Anything that wasn't easily organized into rows and columns was simply too difficult to work with and was ignored. But recently, with the help of advances in storage and extended data handling capabilities of big data platforms, we could process unstructured or semi-structured data as well, like photos, videos, audios, written text, and sensor data. And analyzing this huge volume of data helps us to compare more data points, identify the hidden patterns or relationships, and do smart decisions. Some common use cases are used in the big data platforms are data mining, text analytics, predictive analytics, data visualization, artificial intelligence, machine learning, statistics, and natural language processing. But who are the users of big data platforms? Data scientists, analysts, researchers, and business users can leverage these structured and unstructured data sources for advanced analytics purposes to gain deeper insights. But what is unstructured data? So we already have understanding about structured data, which we store them in relational databases like Oracle, MS SQL, or DB2 in tables format, which constitute row and column. To simply describe, unstructured data is usually generated by humans, like voice, video, or images. And semi-structured data has some structure, but it changes with the documents like HTML, XML, JSON files, or server logs. And the next question is, what are the technologies or tool set used in the big data platforms? Big data analytic tools can track the relationships between hundreds of types and sources of data to produce useful business intelligence results. It cannot be narrowed down to a single tool or technology. Instead, several types of tools work together to help you collect, process, cleanse, and analyze big data. And top big data technologies are divided into 4 fields as data storage, computing, data warehouses, and data visualization. I will not detail them because it is not the purpose of this training, but I will give you a little overview about some of the major players in the big data ecosystem, which some of them is not on that picture also. So the first one is the Hadoop, which plays a very dominant role in that ecosystem. Hadoop is a reliable, distributed, and scalable data processing platform for storing and analyzing big amounts of data. And this framework is free, can handle large amounts of unstructured and structured data. Hadoop allows you to connect many computers into a network used to easily store and compute huge data sets. Besides this, as the requirements of organizations has grown beyond the structured data, so NoSQL databases were introduced. They are non-relational data management systems that do not require a fixed schema, and it makes them a great option for big, raw, unstructured data. Some common samples are MongoDB or HBase. And we have Hive, which is an open source data warehousing tool for analyzing big data. Hive uses Hive Query Language, which is similar to SQL for querying unstructured data. It is built on top of Hadoop and enables developers to perform processing on data stored in Hadoop HDFS without writing the complex MapReduce jobs. So Flume is a tool which is used to import unstructured data to HDFS, which is the HDFS in here is Hadoop Distributed File System, and Scoop is used to import, export structured data from relational database management systems to HDFS. And Zookeeper acts as a coordinator among the distributed services running in Hadoop environment. It helps in configuration management and synchronizing services. And Uzi is a scheduler which binds multiple logical jobs together and helps in accomplishing a complete task. And Yarn is the cluster management technology, helps with job scheduling and resource management in the cluster. And Spark is open source cluster computing framework that uses implicit data parallelism and fault tolerance to provide an interface for programming entire clusters. Spark can handle both batch and stream processing for fast computation. Tableau is powerful data visualization and software solution tools in business intelligence and analytics industry. It is the perfect tool for transforming the raw data into an easily understandable format without any technical skills and coding knowledge. And one of the other important key players is the Apache Kafka, is an open source distributed streaming platform developed by Apache Software Foundation. Kafka is used for building real-time streaming data pipelines and real-time streaming applications. Kafka can also work with huge volume of data easily. So to summarize, we just checked through the major big data players in the market. But it is still very much rising with more adoptions and more applications and large newer solutions related to big data security, cloud integrations, data mining, and etc. I hope that session thrown some light onto your knowledge on big data and its technologies. Thank you for listening.